I think this is going to go out. I think this is going out. Let's see. Let's get a web browser open over here. Type this out real quick. It's the most baffling autocorrect. Okay. Let's type this in. Is that the right way to type that? Or am I typing it incorrectly? I'm typing it incorrectly. How about that? Oh, God damn it. How am I not logged in anymore? Okay. Oh. Such a disaster. And then I'll reposition this mic. Seems like it's okay right there, maybe for now, the way the levels are bouncing. Oh, I don't know if going a year without really using this MacBook Air, and I assume it's just from using like much faster computers. Really, this computer sucks. It's so slow. Like I'm just trying to get web pages up, and it's so sluggish. I mean, I guess I'm also like remote desktoped into two other machines at the same time. Maybe that's more. Like that's something. But it's just it's just a suck. How about that? Let's do this two-factor thing here. Log into Twitch website for stream. Go good. And try that. And let's go look at these other machines and make sure the levels are still bouncing. Levels look like they're still bouncing. Levels look like they're still bouncing. Okay. Now I need to go back over here when this video player plays. I need to pause it because it's gonna come up and say like, you need to. This is for mature audiences, and I'll be like, I don't want to hit play on that. Okay, now I can see chat. Okay. All right, it's hot out here. It sucks. It's so hot today. It's gonna be hotter tomorrow. So it's just been a freaking bad time. A bad time. So, gosh, a lot has happened. Most of the stuff that we've sifted through in previous versions of this stream are now gone. They're not here anymore. Perhaps someday you may have an opportunity to own some of those things, if the price is right. But they are not here, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, see, I kind of want to get, maybe the right answer is just stay remoted into this machine because it shows both chat and the camera shot I'll pop the chat window out here so I can make it a little bit bigger. Move this over here. That's not a lesson. They're not for having remote desktop through 2 different machines to get this viewpoint. It's yeah. This feels no. The interview stuff didn't come together for a lot of reasons. So. Let's see. Now can I like get this microphone here? So things are a little moved out of place over here, just out of shot. Because well, maybe I can show that for a second. And if this laptop has enough juice in it, I guess I could try to plug this thing in and see if it works. That's I'll try and tilt it so well. How far am I going to be able to tilt this really without it just being a gigantic pain in the ass? I guess I can tilt it a little bit this way. Okay. No, this isn't going to happen at all. All right. Well, let's try and plug this Street Fighter cabinet in. It's got a monitor in it now, which is pretty sweet. It booted up properly exactly twice, and now just shows a red screen when you fire it up. Okay, that's plugged in. I can't plug this in for too long because that's the plug I need to power this laptop that I'm using down here. See if I can turn this a little bit. That kind of works. Kind of doesn't work. Yeah, it's just like a reddish, I guess that's a red. That looks red to me. Oh boy. Well, at least it's consistent in not doing anything. Perhaps if I try to load a Street Fighter Alpha 2 onto it, it will do something. All right, well. It's times like this when I think like maybe I just shouldn't own arcade cabinets. You know, maybe I'm just not cut out for that life. Because this thing, it's pretty consistently booting up to. Goes to sleep because it's not plugged in, and then it loses all its remote desktop stuff. So that's, well, that's fine. That'll be okay. I'll plug it back in a minute here. Let's get in the back of this thing. See, I can. Hi. Tilt it over, but it's not going to stay tilted over, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, we've wobbled the connectors around a little bit. Oh, same deal. All right. I will mess with this later. I will mess with that later. Let's remote back into this machine and plug this laptop back into this extension cable. Probably not going to be out here very long tonight. It is still hot. I have the garage door open, which is obviously helpful, but it's no good. It's no good out here. Okay. Oh, so close. There. Okay, so push this back into this corner a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so gosh, so there's a lot more room in here now, which is kind of great. Trying to, I mean, the inside of the house also has more room. You can see back there, there's a couple more arcade machines in here. And yeah, so that stuff's not in the house anymore, which is nice. And now I need to get a hold of the owner of those arcade machines and see if they can come pick them up and get them out of here once and for all, which would be pretty rad. So yeah, putting those in here kind of displaced a few things, but also, I got rid of a bunch of stuff, and so there's actually a lot more walk-in space in this area that just wasn't here before. So that's kind of cool. Making progress. But to get to the things that I need to get to, now I have to kind of move a few things around, like this baby stuff specifically. That we're going to hang on to on account of there's going to be another baby. So, our daughter is way too big for any of this stuff, but with another one on the way, we get a second shot at using all this stuff, which is cool. Plutosphere. Huh. So yeah, it's really this stuff. It's really this stuff in front of the arcade machine, like this area here is the true wild zone. Most of this other stuff has been gone through. Actually, this stuff is all from the office here. Over there is all office stuff, and I need to go through that because a lot of that is just junk. But I didn't pack it. Other people packed it. So they just threw everything in there and brought it all. So, this is the key to the safe. This is what we're looking for to get started with here. Yeah. All right, so got another empty bin for memorabilia type stuff. So can kind of get into going through some more of this stuff and seeing what's what. Like, this is not, I shouldn't save this. I should toss this out because I don't even think I have all the pieces to it. It is a, oh, what is, what the hell? It's a Mega Man NT Warrior. You know, because Mega Man is a certified Windows NT admin. You cock it like that, and then there's a little thing you pull inside, and it has there's some kind of darts for it. There's some kind of darts for it. This is just a toy. This isn't even. I think they just sold these. So. Blech. Looks like a thermos. Yeah, it does kind of look like a thermos. Got this, a couple of them. A couple of Mega Man 9 posters. Not in the best of shape. More folds instead of rolls, you know what I mean? I have other posters, but I don't know if any of these tubes are open-ended enough to be worth doing. Alright, they will fit in there. If I can get a rubber band or something, so we'll set that there for now. Try and get those rolled up, because they're all, you know, how a poster gets crushed. Have this extremely sweet poster from the Gamespot Players Ball presented by Stride. That's, they made these for some reason. Made a few different ones. Those cats over there, I don't know. Those cats want trouble. Oh, and inside the Mega Man NT. These appear to be Forza Motorsport earbuds. These appear to be Forza Motorsport earbuds. You know, for driving cars with. This is a. I feel like this came up before. I feel like we looked at this before, and I don't know how it ended up in that box, but you're playing Mr. Do right now, and it's still good. Congratulations. This is one of those bags you get with like a motherboard or something that's got your extra cables and crap in it. This is a Kobun yo-yo. I don't know if you can see the lettering on it, but I assure you there is a servbot on there. And it's a yo-yo. Alright. Bunch of weird paperwork. Okay, this is the paperwork from last time that didn't fit in that bag, so this stuff must have gotten moved. That's what happened. Is some of this stuff got moved. Alright, stack of paperwork. We don't have a good place for paperwork right now. But we do have this. I don't know what this is. This is, Fable. Oh, this is the Fable Legends cape that they gave out at E3. E3 was a trade show where people used to go and see video games. and capes. It smells very musty. It's very nice. This is kind of cool. It's a little treasure chest. What says The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks on it. And it used to make the noise, I think. Yeah, it still does. And what do we have in here? Looks like... let's see. We got a... Alright, we got... media and VIP access for EA's E3 booth. I don't know what year. I don't think the 14 means it was 2014. It probably just means it was badge number 14. Okay, well, we can tell because this is the year they had FIFA 15. So, and Titanfall 1 and The Sims 4 and Battlefield Hardline, Dragon Age Inquisition, UFC 15 and NHL 15. This is the layout of their booth. In case you're curious. That's what EA's booth looked like in 2014. So, I guess the 14, maybe that's a real 14. I have a separate box for badges and stuff, but it is way back there. It's that Amazon box on top of the box that has a Wii and a Japanese GameCube in it. I don't think I'm fucking Gambit enough to fucking fling this card over there and have it go in. I got a notepad of some kind. This, I used this one for a long... Okay, here we go. Here's some of our Japanese phone numbers when we had to rent cell phones for TGS. All right, what do we got here? MotorStorm 2, Fire Track, Racing Truck, Big Rig, Motorcycles, Truck Catch on Fire, Good Heat Wash, Shower to Cool, Trucks Boost, PS Home, Virtual Office Building, Virtual TGS Show Floor, Nobi Boy, Namco Trailer, Centipede with Katamari / Taiko. Some king of fucking horse racing online PS3 trailer. Sony? Question mark. Tomb Raider Underworld trailer, framey cutscenes. Fallout 3 subtitled trailer. Sengoku Muso 5. Lots of dudes! ! Bionic Commando 2009. Final Fantasy 13. Flying Bird Things. Armored Dudes. E3 trailer. Versus 13. Shakespeare quote. The Crystallis Song of Swords and Sorcery. Lone Kingdom fighting for... Man, my handwriting... My handwriting is probably worse now than it was when I was writing these. Advent Children, 3.9 Blu-ray, demo disc and trailers. We have the Samurai 3. Fuck you, Bug. Fuck off, Bug. That's the other problem leaving this door open is that it's just more bugs. CIA Strip Club stylish trailer. Ryu Ga Gotoku 3 2009, whatever that is. 22509, level 5, Japan studio. By Turtle with Coliseum. Big turtle with Coliseum on its back. Boy with sword, rabbit with gas mask. No game name on that one. So, piece it together. Quantum Theory, Tecmo, PS3, cover-based shooter? Final Fantasy IV The After, phone game? Big Ubisoft wall at Microsoft. Otomadius Gorgeous Konami shooter. Yeah. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. 4 buttons. Simultaneous release on arcade and Wii. Arcade based on Wii hardware. VS from Lost Planet. Gold Duck. Solo Picks. Ninja Blade. QuickTime Event Hell. What more do you need? What other notes do you need, man? Killzone 2. Open Floodgates. Short bridge with rocket launcher. Same as E3. Let's Tap. Comes with a fat cardboard box. Race game. Rhythm game. Rhythm tap. Fireworks. Tightrope. Slow tapping. Phantasy Stars 0. DS. 4-player. December 25th, 2008. PSO-like. Younger looking characters. PictoChat speech bubbles. Boss fight. Big dragon. Really rough sound effects when dragon flaps wings or growls and spins. Mag. Action on top screen. So, you know, you got mags to feed. All that sort of stuff. Space Invaders Get Even. 4 Eiffel Towers. Shoot invaders. Multiple shot types. Monster Hunter Tri. Longsword. Axe, sword, switch. Classic Controller Pro. Forget bugs. Get the bugs off me. 6-digit code. Hunter names. Visual feedback. Limping monsters. 420. That's the date. No lock on targeting. Weapon sharpness. Cha-cha. Story mode. WarioWare DIY. Lots of preset graphics. Urban Champion. Wrecking Crew. An if-then statement. Tap to lose. Games from big names. Distribution Center. Picross 3D. Circle numbers. Downloadable add-ons. Fling Smash. Motion Plus gets off center. Yeah. Fling around like Breakout, but a platformer. Keys open doors. Keys open doors. Guilty Party. Mini games to earn clues. Deduce suspects. Use lie detector on clues. Accuse culprit. Dickens Detective Agency. Party mode. Endless missed quotes. Mario Galaxy 2. Yoshi. Use pointer to eat. Mind bending as it changes perspectives. Looks great. As you'd expect. Wall jumps and such. It's got wall jumps and such. Metroid Other M. Sakamoto Team Ninja. Baby being born in space. Samus. Why am I still alive? The baby. Samus suit carried by Metroid. Drops her as Metroid is chucked by annoyed dude. Otacon looking quarantine officer? Zebis. Baby cry codename distress signal. Anthony Higgs, GF Army. Adam Malkovich, former superior officer. Lots of exposition. Narration told after the fact. Adam has not authorized the use of bombs. That's written in quotes. Samus's voice seems really detached. Less so in-game. Bombs 20 minutes in. No plans to authorize power bombs! So even in the demo, it was already clear that that was what that fucking game was, I guess, huh? Energy tanks, missile tanks. Turn power on facility. Shoot stuff with missiles. Computer terminals. Ends with you heading off to Sector 1, where Lyle was heading. No map system in this build. Between Super and Fusion. Pre-E3 2014. These are like embargo dates. Harmonix, Fantasia, June 6th, 6 a.m. Dance Central, June 9th. I think this was the year that we went and saw Dance Central and saw I guess Fantasia also, and like Harmonix was getting deep in on the Kinect. And then while we were there for pre-E3, like Judges Week, Microsoft announced they were taking the Kinect out of the box. And so here they were making 2 Kinect-only games, counting on every Xbox owner potentially being a customer of theirs because they would all own Kinects. And they were a little down about that fact. Oh, this is, wait, no, maybe this is way later. This is Dance Central Spotlight. So this is... Maybe this is after that. Maybe this is after that. But that also happened. 10 songs, 50 DLC at launch, weekly DLC, 6 characters, 8 routines per song, strength, cardio, first choice, legacy DLC support. Warner Brothers, 1 to 5 in the Catalina Ballroom. Lego Batman 3. It's TT Games' favorite franchise, according to my notes here. Picks up where Lego Batman 2 left off. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Troy Baker, Laura Bailey, Nolan North. Dynamic enemy promotion system. You should never hear the same line twice. In quotes. Batman Arkham Knight 2015. Arkham Knight commands army. Reports to Scarecrow. Battle mode. Tank. Transforming Batmobile. Chapter 2. Pursuing Scarecrow. Fear Toxin. PS4 buttons. Batmobile assisted takedowns. PS4 buttons is always interesting because you want to know, like, hey, what... And it's not like you can't always tell, right? Because PC builds do that sometime, but... you kind of want to know what platform they're running it on, or if they're just running it all on PCs and stuff. They rarely tell you that. Homefront: The Revolution, Crytek UK, CryEngine 3, 2029, 4 years after the first game. The KPA sets up in Philly. Evolving open world. Ethan Brady, an everyday dude. Guerrilla Warfare. Cell phone cameras. Uprising points. Crisis-style on-gun mod system. Shooting looks really flat. 2015 for PC, Xbox One, PS4, Mac, and Linux. Here's the Metro remaster. A true director's cut. Team on pre-production on something else. 2033 new modes. Drastically improved gameplay. Last Light, all DLC, new modes. Survival and Spartan modes. $25 each, digital, $50 double package, summer 2014. Evolve, 4 new hunters, desert environment. Lazarus. Goliath, rock, throw, fire, breathing. Civ Beyond Earth, pre-alpha. Manticore, siege weapons. Harmony, Purity, Supremacy. Tech web instead of linear tree. Orbital layer. Satellites overhead. Halo 5 Guardians, fall 2015. New engine, not talking until end of the year. Halo Master Chief Collection, specific multiplayer for each original gameplay engine. Bonus Halo 2 remake maps. New epilogue and prologue. New terminals in Halo 2, Halo Nightfall, Ridley Scott Thing digital series, Halo 5 multiplayer beta December 2014, single hoppers that moves between games and engines, 1+2 anniversary editions, swap between new and old graphics in Halo 2, new cinematics that point to Halo 5. This was the big confusing thing I remember is they had mouse prompts in there, and at the time they were not announcing it for the PC at all. I mean, obviously, like a billion years later, they eventually put it out on PC. But I remember asking them about that and being told, like, nah. 4,000 achievements. That's probably 4,000 achievement points. Connect voice in H1. Connect voice in Halo 1. Still unclear on saved films in Forge. Saber and Certain Affinity on Halo 2. 2-player co-op in Halo 2. Bethesda, Battlecry Studios, Rich Vogel, founded end of 2012, 32-player team game. This is that game that got canceled, Battlecry. A world without gunpowder. 3 factions, Royal Marines, 5 classes in the beta. Enforcer, sword turns into shield. Tech Archer, ranged, charge multiple arrows. Cossack Empire, Tech Archer, crossbow, pistol. Iron is the in-game currency. The War Effort is some kind of persistent map. Beta in 2015. I don't think that beta ever happened. They ever put out Battlecry into any kind of widely available form? I don't think they did. I know they let us play it, and I think they put it out into some kind of, ooh, you ever swallow weird and it just hurts? And, ow, ow. Oh, whew. Here's more stuff. Sony Online Entertainment, Landmark, closed beta, adding caves, adding combat, health, damage. For open beta, physics on player, PvP, object logic, AI tools, DM tools, EverQuest Next tools, competition to build Norath, because they're not going to do it. H1Z1, speech about how the press is obsolete. Small Town USA, Eastern Oregon style, early access soon. Sony, The Order, early 2015. Soft cover, no buttons required. Thermite dust, secondary flare. Black sight slow-mo targeting mode. Gears style weapon select. Drive Club. My Drive Club app pushes club data to you. Did they ever put out a Drive Club app for phones? No, right? That didn't happen, right? Big focus on getting the menus right. Audio focus, expanded rendering technology, activity feed on every page. Boot into a party, Gears style, Halo style, fast load times, native 1080p, 6-player parties, locked at 30, no drops. Drive Club. There is a Drive Club app? All right. What else is going on? Sega. Alien Isolation. Unforgiving alien encounters. Cool HUD fonts. Amanda Ripley. Nice depth of field when holding motion tracker. Sonic Boom. Kind of abysmal. That's the only notes I took on Sonic Boom. I just wrote kind of abysmal. I'll stick with that. EA. The next series in the Battlefield franchise. That's it. That's the only note I took for whatever Battlefield game that was. Would that have been Hardline? Difficult grade, decisions, biggest game in BioWare history, 9 followers. This must be Dragon Age. Set standard for BioWare games to come. Yikes. Battlefield Hardline, 1 p.m. after press conference. Visceral partnered with DICE. Pictures of De Niro. They must have showed pictures of Robert De Niro from Heat as a part of that. That's it. That's the last note. It's the last notes. So what do we got in here? We've got a some kind of crummy Bluetooth headset for looking real cool. Remember these? These little one pieces? And people would wear them and be walking on the street talking, and you'd be like, you're crazy. And now people just wear 2 headphones and do it, and apparently that's okay. This is audio splitter or a headphone jack to 2 RCA. Wait. Why is it yellow and white? ROHS. I think this is for my... Oh, wait, no, what? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Some kind of cable. It goes where the cables go. I'm getting eaten alive out here by bugs. And then 2 of these stupid things. These things, you find them all over the place. The little Apple slidey things that slide onto the end of the adapters. I don't need any more of these. Oh, well, that one went flying. All right, well, we're going to save this notebook here for now. And our cool spirit tracks. This is just some kind of empty box that's like nice. It's like a leather box. I don't know, it's furry on the inside. You know, you could put, I don't know, jewelry in here. What would you put in here? I don't know where that came from. Here's one of the parking meters. I believe this might be the actual one we used for the Let's Gamespot trivia robot. I think this might be the real one. I think this is the one we used for the robot. For the character trivia robot on the hit web show Let's Gamespot. So I think this is the real one. But we bought backups because there was always the fear that we were going to destroy it. And so there's one over here. And then there's a third one over here that never got unwrapped because we never needed the third one. So I got all these innards of parking meters. Where does one get parking meters? You know, eBay. But yeah, you know, we were doing a lot of bits with the robot that involved, I mean, this, you see the real one here got pretty fucked up and bent up. And so we needed stunt robots. We needed stunt bodies for the trivia robot, or replacements in case one got destroyed or set on fire or something like that. We were looking to escalate the level of stunt that the trivia robot was involved in, so we had to buy backups. And then the show got canceled out from under us by someone who didn't have the guts to tell it to our faces. So that was that. Probably going to get rid of those. Probably just going to get rid of those. But that's metal. You know, there's like the people that come by and they're like, we'll recycle any of your metal. We want metal. We're just recycling metal over here. And they're coming around all the time, so maybe I'll save it for them instead of just throwing it away. What do we got here? The official game guide for Fallout 3. This is the internet. They have an internet for this now. This is a clipboard of some kind. It has room for a business card on it. I don't really know where this came from. It's nice. It's not like the boards that are very easy to break. This is like actual, this is nice. Don't need it. This is some kind of folder or binder that has a Gamespot sticker on it. This is going to be like one of those like, so you're going to E3. Yeah. It's like MapQuest direction. Oh, must be from 07 because it's MapQuest directions from whatever hotel we were staying at to the Santa Monica Pier, which is where the show was. It's a bunch of printed out fucking MapQuest pages because it was 2007 and no one had good phones yet. It's a map of the Santa Monica kind of beachfront area. Oh, wow. Here's a E3 2007 contact list for, I guess, all of GameSpot. Includes cell phone number and Yahoo IM ID and AOL Instant Messenger ID. I wonder how many of these numbers are still good. That one's still good. That's right. Yeah, Rich didn't have a cell phone, so he just put it just says NA for him. That's yeah. Those are a lot of these are still live phone numbers. A lot of those are still live phone numbers. So this is like a one sheet about GameSpot's plans at E3, including this little sentence. Or here's like it's like here. Okay, the press conference. Microsoft is Tuesday at the Santa Monica High School. Nintendo was Wednesday at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. PlayStation is at Culver City Studios. Show coverage. Here's what someone wrote about GameSpot's show coverage for 07. As the CNN of games, GameSpot will be providing more than 2 million daily site visitors with unparalleled show coverage. The GameSpot Live team will be producing live coverage and exclusive programming from the GameSpot stage, including developer interviews, live demos, daily show wrap-ups, and more. Editorial Workroom. This room is for the editorial, production, data, development, and IT teams. Seating is limited to these teams. Meals, including vegetarian, snacks, and water will be provided in the workroom are for these teams only. And so on and so forth. I'm going to save this contact list because I think it's hilarious. Call Brian Eckberg later. Here's a Cammy figurine with a Mortal Kombat keychain around her neck, which is a pretty cool, that'd be a cool look, I think. I think that'd be a cool look. It's my boomerang. I've got a boomerang. Greg Kasavin went to Australia on vacation, and he brought me back a boomerang. I never really figured out how to throw it. But, you know, there's still time to figure that out, I think. All right. Oh, some more good figures here. Very rare mint on card. Dark Void figure. Everyone is trying to break in and get this, I know, but you can't have it. That's not true. I'm going to put this in this box here because honestly, I think I have a few more of them somewhere. Get rid of all of them. Why not? Oh, hey. It's another parking meter. See, the key was that you had to be like, "You are welcome," and then turn the thing. Well, I mean, we record the VO separately, and then I think Rich would shoot the actual video of the robot, and then at the end, he would click it over to violation. Maybe not all the time. I think maybe that might not have been in every bit, but Like, people are asking why. It's like, we did a weekly fucking program that involved a parking meter because it was the trivia robot, because we needed backups. Like, it's... you're acting like that's a weird thing to do. But that's what, you know... How many fucking Crow T robots did Mystery Science Theater have? How many parts did they have to fix that fucking thing? You need this shit. It's a production. Digital Press Collector's Guide Edition 5. This is like a price guide, but it's a price guide from like 1993, 1998. I'm gonna save this. Maybe someone might want this. Save this out. Start a new document stack. It's finally starting to cool off. Looks like it's only 85 degrees in here. That's nice. I think these are supposed to be balls of steel. I think they originally had something printed on them. Some kind of video game logo or something, but I am not thing must have worn off from all the use these things got. You're supposed to try to move them without them touching. The cool part about these is the noise they make when they clack together. Who would do that? Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I think they gave these out alongside a Duke Nukem thing at some point. I think, but they're just that's all worn off now, so they're just kind of balls. Where do I put balls? I can get rid of them. Oh wait, what the? What kind of life am I leading? Where? Okay, these ones say, these are a little worn off too. These say 989 Studios on them. A little worn off. These are higher pitched. This is... Boxes inside boxes, you know what I mean? That's kind of cool. Limited edition Beautiful Joe Laser Cell. Limited edition of 1775. Authentic first edition collectible prized for its superior quality. I mean, it's not, you know, it's nice. It's number 1675 out of 1775. Here's a press release for... What am I looking at here? Is this open up or not open up? Is this stuck together or is this not stuck together? No, that's just... There's nothing else in there. National Lampoon Network's Gamers. National Lampoon's Gamers is about as out of place in this city as a student film would be at the Oscars. This is from November 2005. We have fun making absolutely ridiculous cheap television, says Seth Margolden, the co-executive producer and main creative force behind the show. People who play video games have short attention spans. They want to see a fast-paced, eye-popping, funny show. Wow, I feel so seen. Not that they're only interested in appealing to game Jews. While most shows about video games focus on technical information, Gamers filters through the talking heads to deliver an entirely different experience for both the audience and the meager crew. For Margolin, whose resume is dotted with dozens of diverse television jobs, it takes a lot of his varied know-how to produce this program. Whether it's directing a fight scene between a ninja, a pirate, and a samurai, or shooting a segment in Cantonese, it's all just an average day's work for us. At its heart is the comedy familiar to anyone who's a fan of National Lampoon. You'll find sketch comedy, spoofs, and an attractive girl in a bikini simply called Bikini Girl. Margolin is quick to add, I have no problem personally overseeing the Bikini Girl shoots. It just seems like a natural fit with gamers, says producer and editor Peter Bumgarner. Hardcore gamers can just go online and find out the technical specs and cheats way faster anyway. They seem so fucking on point. They really know what us gamers want, huh? Can't imagine why this show isn't still on the air. Did it ever make air? I'm gonna say probably not. Perhaps the only thing stranger than the show itself is how it is made. With only 4 full-time employees and a couple of actors, everyone is expected to do a little bit of everything. Margolin says he does everything from camera operation to wardrobe to yelling at actors to making chicken wraps for the crew. They also work out of their apartments. My apartment is the office, conference room, soundstage, and Andrew's sound studio and Edit 2. Edit 1 is at Pete's place. The National Lampoon College Cable Network reaches over 650 colleges in the United States, and the Gamers producers are quick to praise Lampoon for its support. So apparently this aired on some kind of National Lampoon College network? That can't be real. That's a ridiculous document that I'm going to set aside. For someone who is occasionally into ridiculous documents. That sounds like terrible fucking television. I hope that didn't make it out of the fucking pilot stage. Jesus Christ. That's kind of cool. It's a Super Mario Galaxy Flight Team patch. You know, like a patch for patch stuff. VeriSign Casino Night, March 3rd, 2010 at 5:45 p.m. ROE Restaurant, 651 Howard Street. Some kind of poker chip for some kind of corporate event. Oh, hey. These were the glasses for the, I believe, these were the glasses that the Let's Gamespot trivia robot would wear most of the time. I think there was also a pair of shitty Oakleys that we would put on there sometimes too. But some more of that. You can tell the sun has gone down because it kind of smells like weed out here. Because someone in this neighborhood likes to hang out outside and smoke grass, get high on dope. Oh, here we go. This is what I was hoping I would find. I was pretty sure there was something like this. But first, here's a sealed mint on card Prophet of Regret Halo 2 figure. It's kind of big. But the most important thing, this is a DVD of Gamers, National Lampoon College Network's hit video game show starring Bikini Girl. Did you know that they all do a little bit of everything on the show? Very exciting. Going to take this inside and rip that DVD. Here's a pin that says Star Wars Rebel Assault Elite Squadron. Join the Rebel Alliance. Available now from JVC. Diamond shaped, which is a weird shape for a pin. We have an unmarked business card holder. Oh, no, wait. Oh, this is not a business card holder at all. This is a, this is a GBA flash cart that a publisher sent out for us to use for coverage because they didn't want to pay for official, actual dev carts. And so this appears to have Freakstyle and Gekido on it. These are probably pre-release. I should probably find a flash linker and get these off of here somehow because those are probably builds. This is probably builds. This is probably builds. And this is a bank bag for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 3rd edition. A very big video game. And I think inside here, I'm going to guess, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. I think this is full of napkins. I think this was my napkin bag in my office. Like every time you go out for lunch, there were not a lot of around the office. And so you would hoard napkins. Nope, not napkins. Oh, it's more costume stuff. It's like a do-rag with a bunch of skull and crossbones on it. You never know when you're going to need to. It's a Gran driving glove. Gran Turismo 3D driving glove. Are there 2 of the gloves? There are. Gran Turismo 3 driving gloves. All right, it's got a tail on the back of it. It's well, this isn't problematic at all. Okay. And a pair of glasses with clear glass in them for looking smart in case you need to do that. You never know when you're, get off me, bugs. For sciencing. Okay. What time is it? I'm gonna probably go inside soon because it's just too hot. All right, what do we got here? Got a notepad we can go through here. Ah! Is there anything burned on this CD? No. Dell 2005 FPW Ultra Sharp Flat Panel Monitor documentation. A burned disc that just says fanny pics on it. What could it be? Turns out this is Fanny Pack, the band Fanny Pack, the group Fanny Pack, who did the song Camel Toe, did a mail order album that didn't get, I guess it just didn't get released. It was like kind of a remix album, B-side album, that sort of thing. And I think this came as part of that package. This might just be pics of the group Fanny Pack. and not anything actually filthy. But there's only one way to find out. We'll put this with the National Lampoon disc. You're right. Hey Mommy was in Dance Central. This is the strip, one of the move list strips for Mark of the Wolves that I got when I bought Mark of the Wolves. Should keep those somewhere nicer than this. What is this? We're pleased to inform you that the above referenced escrow transaction is closed. Here's a check for $214. All right. This is a magazine called 944. It's the November 2009 edition. Oh, my roommate, that's what, it's like a San Francisco, they do versions for different cities, and it's like nightlife. And I think my roommate, who has since passed away, I believe his photo is in here somewhere. Ooh, Lady Gaga. Oh, where would it be? I'm pretty sure that's why I would have this. But it's just some kind of trashy nightlife magazine that's just like a bunch of ads for lotions and beers and Vanity Nightclub. It's all about you New Year's Eve at the Hard Rock Hotel. Ads for Armin van Buuren playing at Ruby Sky. Yeah, ads for Ruby Sky. Like, hey, you want to come see BT at Ruby Sky? I do not. Thank you. You want to buy a Bentley in San Francisco? That's who this is for. You're looking to buy a Bentley or go to Ruby Sky? Chances are you're a fucking douchebag. And anyway, my roommate is... And I remember him bringing home like 4 copies of this and then suddenly like not wanting to show them to anyone. So I stole one. The one I stole. That's how I remember the story. But as I flip through it, who knows? You're right. BT's first couple of albums are quite good. Fashion, photography, ladies wearing clothes. An article about Mayor Hawthorne. No, thanks. Okay, yeah. Look at these fucking people. None of these are... It's like just party pictures. Atmosphere, 1-year anniversary party. And look at these fucking guys. I don't know any of these people. Maybe they're nice people, but like... Hey, bro! Fuck yeah, bro! Hey, bro! That's all I got. That's my impression of every man in this thing. North Beach Bar Run with Crawl SF. Treasure Island Music Festival. Dead Man's Party hosted by Vanity SF. Bow Concept San Francisco launch event. So it's just like, here's pictures. It's like social, like... Here's people out there making the scene. Here's a guy in a Pink Floyd t-shirt DJing at the Parlor Bar and Lounge grand opening. There he is. Hustler Club 7th anniversary party. He was at the Hustler Club 7th anniversary party. This is a very Brendan photo of him wearing a Hustler hat, because he had to wear hats, but they would only let you into clubs like that if you were wearing a hat that had the logo of the club on it. And I think he was working there also. Yeah, I gotta save this. This is just... I miss that fucking guy. Real asshole sometimes, but hey, who's not? Here's another notepad that I stuck a Tony Hawk Ride sticker to. Party play fires up when you boat jump in when you want. Can back out, change instrument. Oh, this is like Rock Band stuff. Or some other instrument, some other rhythm game. Best can go online. Every 20 notes raises difficulty. Miss 3 notes to drop down. Bonus challenges for each song. To do unlockables. I don't think a Rock Band game had a mode called Rock Fest. I don't know. Oh, well, this is... Okay, so the next page is Call of Duty, so that's probably a Guitar Hero. That must be a Guitar Hero. Gary Roach Sanderson. Icebeard. Heartbeat sensor. Left on D-pad for sensor. FAMAS red dot sight. Silenced ACR. Dude gets jacked into lockers. Slow-mo as bomb explodes. AK-47 Grenadier. Good fire glow. Sled necks. So that's got to be people riding jet ski, like ice, snowmobiles on ice or water. And that's the only reason I would ever write the word sled necks. New renderer streaming, special ops, multiple characters, task force, temp dialogue, lighting, shadow with renderer. So this is, what is this? This is Modern Warfare 2. DJ Hero, 3 buttons, rubber grip, middle button, crossfade between 2 buttons, DSP knob, sample packs, Euphoria, freestyle, rewind, spin 360, siren noise, 80 to 90 mixes, exclusive, unconfirmed price, big surprise, in quotes, fall release. Blur, pre-alpha. So yeah, this is back when Activision had multiple video games. 20 cars on track, culvert, shunts, shield to block attacks, targeted cone ahead of Bobby is what it says here. I don't know. His vehicle. I don't know. Store 3 power-ups unlocked as you go. Social network social network style of story. Assists for braking and gas. 4-player split screen offline. LA downtown. Initial D area. Overgrown oval. Singularity. Using time as a weapon. 1950 and 2010. Island research. Revert dudes to primordial men. Attack allies. Singularity caused explosion. Play as co-pilot on a recon flight. Chronolight. Echo event. TMD amp to raise building. Fall release. Casey Hudson. Yes, you play as Shepard. Still okay for newcomers. Import character if you have one. The Dark Second Act, in quotes. Working with Cerberus to find missing humans. Build team over course of game. Space car is written in all quotes. Left trigger to interrupt. New weapon system. Better planets. New classes. Here's my show schedule, it looks like. 10 a.m. EA booth tour, 11 a.m. Bethesda, 12 p.m. Harmonix, 1 p.m. Capcom, 2 p.m. APB. Got to go see the game APB. 2:30 Atlas, 3 p.m. Namco, 4 p.m. Ubisoft, 5 p.m. Ignition. Forza 3 Rewind. That's my only Forza 3 note. Trials HD, new tracks, editor, big expressive finish line jump. Split second. Frame rate a little dicey. Plus, press A to trigger. HUD on car under. Shit constantly exploding. Brink, spring 2010. Takes place on Ark around 2035. Civil War, Ocean's Rising. Civil war between social factions. Smooth movement. Class-based. Unlock upgrades. Same character online and off. Security versus resistance. See story from either perspective. Track down Dirty Bomb in Container City. Co-op story, 8-player. Destroy obstacles. Demilitarization. Good dialogue, 4 classes. Those are my notes for Brink. Beatles. So, Beatles rock band, I'm guessing. In quotes here, it says, really excited about the mustache content. Shea Stadium. All 3 vocal tracks treated as one for pass and fail. Sing any vocal part beyond your assigned harmony. Budokan, Cavern Club, Rooftop. Accessibility, easy as no fail mode. Harmony is only there for a bonus. Story mode takes you through the career. Quick play, all unlocked. 45 songs, Abbey Road DLC, Dreamscape venues, Underwater and Hillside, the Beatles rockband.com/press. Oh, here's all my APB notes. I don't know if you're ready for these APB notes. Character creator, body hair, veins, boobs. Grab hair to change length. NPCs made with character creator. Basic shapes to layer for tattoos. Pretty good Obama. So I guess they must have made an Obama with the character creator. No overarching story. Enforcer doesn't mean cop. When you commit a crime, it'll match you up with other players. Asymmetrical matchmaking. Scalable, 100 players in the city. Never fight AI in the game. How'd that work out? Last FM support. Music matching. VoIP positional. All right. Mafia 2. HUD minimal. It's Mafia 1 for 2010. Multi-person VO. Script written and rewritten for 3 years. Borderlands, skill tree, co-op, badass elite, shotgun proficiency, alien vault in quotes. Vault Hunters, Mad Max version of indie. Spider ants, I have written in all caps. Gun manufacturers, I have also written in all caps. Great explosions, holiday, carry limit expands over time. Tony Hawk Ride, auto steer, exit interview. Wave hands over sensors for grabs. Ratchet, self-shadow? Clank time recording puzzles. Concludes the future storyline. Heavy Rain. Car grinder. I'm just a drug addiction. Car grinder. Those are the things I've written about Heavy Rain. Cave Story. It's gun, cute. Bit Trip Core. Bomb button. 10 a.m. 2K, 12 p.m. Sony, 1:30 Shadow Complex, 2 p.m. THQ, 2:45 Xbox panel, 4 p.m. Jumpgate, 4:30 Sega, 5:30 Konami. Forza, car brochure interface, 10 times the polys, 4 times the texture res, auto brake assist is new. Creator scoreboards, download custom tunings, content moderation. AP, service record, stealth pistols, room sweep, 2x shotgun rate of fire. AP, what is AP? So what did I see between Alpha? That's Alpha Protocol. That's Alpha Protocol. Those are Alpha Protocol notes. Lord of the Rings, Snowblind, Elf, Dwarf, Human, first M-rated Lord of the Rings game, 3-player co-op. Create a fellowship. Bots for offline play. Left bumper tap to parry. Hold A to revive. Mass Effect conversation ring. Talking eagle. The dwarf will detect treasure. 2011. Fear 3, 9 months after Fear 2. Paxton is a ghost, psychically linked to Point Man. Alma's contradicting force city to do. I can't read any of that. Paxton can possess enemies. Point Man uses active cover, slow-mo. Paxton stun blast, suspend enemies, possession, take on enemy attributes, side switching cover, generated enemy placement, lock on missiles in mechs. Depth to the scoring system, advanced melee. Super Scribblenauts. My first notes under Super Scribblenauts are Mega 64. Growth adjectives: giant gold grasshopper, angelic box, angry armed gorilla, winged gun, obese elephant, slimming peanut. 120 levels, mostly puzzle levels. You can buy extra hints. D-pad controls, one-to-one styles controls, so on and so forth. THQ, Company of Heroes, Homefront event, Red Faction, 60 to 70 years later, Underground Civilization, Ice Cave, Lava Cave, Descendant of Mason. Save the planet, restore the surface, magnet gun, tether objects together, nanoforge to rebuild objects, integrated destruction, Darius Mason, grandson. License reveal at Comic-Con. Blob 2, some side-scrolling. Music picks up as you color the world. WWE Slam, Sal DeVita, This is the game that I think became WWE All-Stars, I guess. Maybe they called it WWE Slam at some point. Cena, Rock, Ultimate Warrior music, strong, quick strike grab, huge steroid models, Cena's Frankenstein looking, Irish whip chains, juggles into grabs, $6 Million Man slow-mo noise, flipping 5-knuckle shuffle. So yeah, they must have called that WWE Slam at some point, because that's just WWE All-Stars. That's a great game. Sal DeVita, who worked on NBA Jam, made that game, or was part of the team that made that game. Mysterio, Undertaker, 4 classes: acrobatic, brawler, grappler. Deus Ex Human Revolution, art direction, illustration over simulation. More Assassin's Creed than Crysis. Credible visual style. Design distinctions create desire. Cyber Renaissance art style. Transhumanist. Pro-Aug versus Anti-Aug. Detroit, get augmented at Limb Clinic. Black and gold color palette, 60-70%. 12 to 1300 props for cyberpunk clutter. Advanced fog and smoke tech. See, these rarely made it into notes. It was more just like helping me to commit some of this stuff to memory, and then we would get to the podcast where we would talk about the stuff I saw pre-E3, and this stuff would just kind of help jog my memory about the overall demo. It was rare that, like, you know, like I'm not like necessarily writing previews that are like, it's got advanced fog and smoke tech. Final Fantasy XIV opening cinematic. Kurosawa producer, Midlander. Race most human-like. Voice, eye color, height, face. War, pugilist, lancer, etc. Music, land. Opening cutscene shows your character some in-game text-based cutscenes. Guild level cards that give you quests. No, guild leave cards? Levy, Leve? Is that a Final Fantasy thing? 30 minutes plus to get stuff done. Limited time to get rewards. Can solo or play with a party. 5 levels of difficulty. Leviquest. Cycle through action bar with controller. Levis spawns mobs that only you can fight. Weapon dictates class. Gladiator, Lancer, etc. Eden Project. Arcs. Yours damaged. Only survivor. Crafting system. Toy Story 3. Play as Zurg. Only on PS3. Pirates. Moral Choice. Legendary versus Dreaded. Manage and recruit crew. That's that Pirates of the Caribbean game that got canceled that Disney was doing. Tron, parkour inspired, wall jump, run, lock on. Guilty Party, mystery engine, generates new cases. Epic Mickey, 11 a.m. day 1. Jump into old cartoons. Steamboat Willie. Spider-Man, all Spider-Man voices have been done. And before, Noir Stealth, Fireworks, 2099, voice of 80s cartoon. Hobgoblin, not in 2099 yet. Freefall, slow down time. Warriors of Rock. This is a Guitar Hero, I guess. Quest mode, Gene Simmons. Help the Demigods of Rock. Character-specific venues. Johnny Napalm, CBGBs. Earn stars to transform. Speed Freak provides 2-time minimum chances for extra stars. Dave Mustaine, custom track. Oh, fuck yeah. Career Domination, 8 powers, 40 stars. And then, I don't know, at the bottom of this, I've just written, Death of the music genre? Question mark. Over 90 songs, Death Clock, Linkin Park, Yes, DJ Hero 2, Deadmau5, Long Strash Icons, Singers, Lady Gaga, Deadmau5. Party Play Like Guitar Hero, over 70 mixes, over 100 artists. Pitbull versus Pussycat Doll. Oh, it's a car driving by. I thought it was raining for a sec. Jeez. Oh, it's almost 10. I gotta get going. We'll get through the rest of these notes. Here it is. Here it is. I should scan this. This is a historical document. Call of Duty, WMD, Soviet lines, SR-71, ordering squad from cockpit, jump to prone, crossbow, rappelling down, base jumping, elite CIA-led team, Battle of Way City in Vietnam, Slaughterhouse, Spas 12, Dragon Breath shells, radio in chopper strikes, co-op, unique 4-player gameplay. Now here we have it. Here we have it. Power Gig.
Notes for the video game Power Gig. And I have written here, the first thing I have written here in quotes is, no one is more authentic than Kid Rock. Which, in case you don't know the story, the man straight up fucking said that out loud while doing the demos. Like, yeah, we got a lot of artists. We got, we want to be more authentic than the other rhythm games out there. We want to be like real guitar. So we have authentic artists. We got Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton wouldn't do any other rhythm games until he saw ours and saw that it was real. We got Kid Rock, and, no one's more authentic than Kid Rock. And the Dave Matthews Band and the Donnas. Airstrike drum controller, which the drum controller I think is exceedingly rare, because for as much as they were like, we want to do real guitar, the drums weren't drums. It was just sensors on the ground that you would swing sticks over to try to play the drums. It was like the exact opposite of what they were going for. Fucking madness. It was fucking madness. Legs to raise sensors if desired. Thumb indentation on sticks. 4 LEDs and 2 pedals, kick and mojo. There was a mojo pedal for the Airstrike drum controller. I'm going to show you this. This is where I wrote down this. You want to see my awesome handwriting? Where I wrote down that no one is more authentic than Kid Rock. And that is why the review build of Def Jam Rap Star that I have says not Kid Rock approved on it, because the PR person wrote that on there because he is hilarious. Shaun White, The Ministry. I don't know. Bob tells you about propaganda. This must be the skateboarding. No, shaping, 80 plus moves. I don't know if this is Shaun White snowboarding. They also did a skateboarding game. Spec Ops. I've just got like oh no, this is Spec Ops The Line. Jumping, kick over, cover, white phosphorus. That's just a bullet point. Narrative depth. That's also a bullet point. Dubai. Beta on 360. Enslaved. Odyssey to the West. No notes. I just wrote the title down and then didn't write anything else about it. Civ 5. Hexes. Smarter UI. Blah, blah, blah. Rapstar. Weekly DLC. Says Def Jam Rapstar. Weekly DLC. Artist packs. Bundles. Released in about 2 weeks. Early fall. Mobile app. Replacing 10 songs internationally. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 1. Blah, blah, blah. EA Brightlight. Cover system like Gears. Monopoly Streets. Same game. Avatar's 3D World. Sims 3 console at E3. Need for Speed will be at E3. NBA Jam. This is all EA stuff. NBA Jam. 60 frames per second. Over 100 cheats. Font on the pause screen. Remix Tour Boss Battle Half-Court View. Dead Space 2. Isaac's Face. Boss Fight in the Snow. Medal of Honor. Skill plus balance. 24 players. Dedicated servers. Start as U.S. Ranger. Rake up to Tier 1. Better hit detection. Team Deathmatch. Unlockable beards. And I have underlined the word beards. Yeah, that NBA Jam that EA did. Not bad. Not bad. Crysis 2, secret 4th platform? Stereoscopic 3D on all platforms. That's all I have here. Old Republic, every class gets a ship. PvP specific armor sets. Twi'lek Smuggler. MMA, that's before they had the UFC license. Right stick strikes. Y and A down, clinch against cage. Rock Band 3. 80 plus songs on disc. Metric Combat Baby. Dio Rainbow in the Dark. Space Hog in the Meantime. Skill-based career progression. Road challenges. Pro guitar support. Song rating system. On shared set lists and battles. Can play guitar and bass on keyboard. Can play keyboard on guitar and bass. MIDI out on keyboard. 10 to 12, Capcom. 12 to 2, Sega. 2 to 3:30, Sony Online Entertainment. BCR2. Oh, it's Bionic Commando Rearmed 2. Mustache, and that's underlined. Napalm Launcher. Active upgrades. Uppercut. Death from Above. Can swing from a standstill. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Exchange button. Tag air combos. Yakuza 4. Most comprehensive localization. Trivia game removed. It was too obscure. Lone Shark outdoing collections. Japanese voices. All right. Vanquish. Russia and US are the last superpowers. Russia takes over space station. Crazy morphing gun. Slow-mo power and gauge. Conduit 2 picks up right where the first game left off. Thank God. I know we all wanted to know what was happening after the end of the Conduit 1. Multiplayer loadouts, earn XP to unlock more. Motion plus support not required. Sprint. Trap bullets, shoot them back with a shield gun. Sonic Colors, crazy drilling through a fucking cake or something. Homing attack, Sweet Mountain. Donut loops. Sonic 4, in quotes, appropriately priced. Delayed to incorporate feedback. Shortening up acceleration, second half 2010. DC Universe Online, saving Robin from Harley. Very actiony, easy to access hotbar on PS3. Pick up balls, throw at foes. Pick up balls, throw at foes. Day 1, Call of Duty Black Ops, West Hall. 511 B and C. 2 p.m. Portal 2. 4 p.m. Dead Space 2 and Crysis 2. 4:30 Need for Speed. 6:30 Halo Reach. Next day, 12 o'clock Sony booth tour. 1 o'clock Ubisoft booth tour. 3:30 Def Jam Rapstar at the Konami booth. 6 o'clock Gears of War Best of the Edison. Best of? At the Edison. Day 3, 10:30 XCOM. 12 o'clock Warner Brothers. 12:30 Activision game. 4 o'clock other Activision game. This is just more Call of Duty notes. 6-hour co-op these are Portal notes. 6-hour co-op campaign. Bunch of time has passed. Shell and GLaDOS are back. Putting the lab together around you. Personality spheres. Aerial faith plate. It's catapult. Thermal discouragement beam. Burn turrets. Pneumatic diversity vent. I think it's what it is. Repulsion gel. Blue jumping goo. Propulsion gel. Red speed goo. Like Portal 1 on a greater scale. 2011. Need for Speed notes. Autolog. Cop EMP blast. XCOM. Martin Slater, 2K Marin. Self-shadowing. Napalm-like grenade. Shotgun, lightning gun. Hangar, secret base. William Carter finds alien. So yeah, is this the Bureau? If this was 2K Marin, then that would not be actual XCOM. Maybe before they called it the Bureau. GoldenEye, Eurocom, classic controller support, reimagining, updated and modernized. It says Alec Trevelyan. Yes, take these notes. Writer of GoldenEye wrote the script. Daniel Craig stunt double, 8-player online, modifiers for multiplayer, perks based online only, set in 2010. And that's it for those notes. So, yeah. Those are the kind of notes you take at E3 when you're in a dark room, watching a screen, and you're staring at the screen, not looking away, and you're just like mindlessly jotting down what you're seeing so that you have like some rough guideline to go off of later when you're talking about it on a podcast. So I could usually get away with that because like my memory would feel like those are not good notes now. Those actually are decent notes now because I read those and I still remember like, oh, right, the Fear 3 demo, that was in that weird restaurant and they had the weird back area with the Fear kiosks and then there was the Shadow Mortar stuff was somewhere else. And like, I still remember that part of that event and little bits and pieces here and there, but like, really it's just like very brief notes to jog your memory about the full demo, you know, and you kind of piece it together from there. And since usually there's less than a month passing between you taking the notes and doing the podcast, that stuff's all really fresh. So these days it's kind of kind of silly. But, you know, it worked. Let's see if there's anything else readily available in this. Here's an unopened notebook from, it's a little dinged up, but a little journal. It's kind of a nice little journal that Konami gave out for Lost in Blue 2. I am getting a leg cramp. I have staved off the leg cramp for now. Here's Greg Rucka's most famous work, Perfect Dark Initial Vector. The year is 2020. The year is 2020. Corporations control everything. In the name of domination, these sprawling organizations have recruited their own military forces to fight clandestine battles against one another, a war fought in the boardrooms and won in the shadows, with the public none the wiser. Ex-bounty hunter Joanna Dark has unwillingly seen the front lines of this war. Her run-in with Datadyne, the world's most powerful hyper-corporation, has left her with a wound that only vengeance can heal. Great. Daniel Carrington, the charismatic founder of the Carrington Institute, has been locked in an ongoing war with Datadyne for years and sees Joanna's deadly skills as the key to victory over their mutual enemy. But Joanna is young and lost, unable to accept her abilities as virtues or fully trust Carrington's intentions. But when an explosive secret is unearthed, one that could finally bring down the threat of Datadyne once and for all, Joanna finds herself thrust back into the fight, one that brings her face to face with her past and the forces shaping her future. Let's just skip to the end. Joanna, Carrington said, "I'll keep you around for as long as I possibly can." The end. Here's another one of those Dark Void figures, and also a Bionic Commando figure. His wife lives in that arm, you know. These are from, I got all these Capcom, the Mega and all that stuff. I think it was the 1 year anniversary of the site, and we did an event with Capcom at a bar. And most of Capcom PR was out of town because EVO was happening. And some Capcom folks brought some games like Spyborgs and whatever else was in their lineup at that time, and some random merchandise that we gave to people that showed up. And I ended up with some of those figurines that didn't end up getting given away. Because I kept them all because I'm a bad person. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, we went and kind of just took over a bar, and we had to stay at a hotel down there because we were in no condition to drive afterwards. And I remember waking up the next morning, Dave Snyder and I had shared a room, and the Dungeons and Dragons movie was on the TV. And it was just terrible. Just a terrible, to have kind of a hangover, and also the fucking Dungeons and Dragons movie is on. You're just like, ugh. It's like a double shot. Associated Press style book. Never know what you're going to need to do something, to look up some word usage. Kleenex, that's in all caps. It's a trademark for a brand of facial tissue. It's capital K. rather, not all caps. Know-how is hyphenated. Seattle. The city in the state of Washington stands alone in datelines. You don't need to say Seattle, Washington. You can just say Seattle and people will know what you're talking about. See, you need this. You need this. This is a bastion. Yeah. I remember walking around PAX with one of these over my face. Which was fun. You guys like Monkey Ball? Look at this. Here he is. The Monkey Ball guy. That's him, right? This is a monkey ball and a monkey. Look at him. He says, roll me around and roll me off the map, right? That's the guy. That's definitely the guy. Says he's got a tie on. It says DK on the tie. I don't know, but this is the monkey ball guy, right? Look, he's in a ball. It's a monkey in a ball. You don't get more cleaner than that. All right. Oh, yeah, I had a bunch of phones. I have a bunch of phones because game companies would send phones with games on them. And this is a rare situation where I have chargers and stuff here that probably work with the phones. This is a Nokia 6101 charger. This appears to be the right phone. So, yeah, so they would just send you phones with the games pre-installed on them. For you to review the games on the phones, and sometimes the phones would have full service and phone numbers and just free access to buy whatever out of the store. And so it was like this weird situation where it's just like, I got a bunch of phones and some of them work. And it's like, I got a live SIM card that is, I don't know who I don't know who's getting billed for this SIM card, but it's not me. And I can just throw it in whatever phone. I can just marinate on the corner with a chip in my phone. And just call whoever, which was like kind of cool for a little bit. It was like, yes, exactly. It was like you could do ill shit with it. But instead I just played Doom RPG and a billion different bad versions of Blackjack because that's all that existed on phones back then. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope everybody's having a good night. It's still hot. And it's going to be even hotter in the house. I'm not happy about it, but it's how it's going to go. Oh. There's stuff in the way. I gotta... Okay. Sensor momentarily obstructed. Error code 46. All right. Well, I'm glad this all works. I had to gut this machine when I got that PC and the video card didn't work in it. I needed to machines and move a bunch of stuff around and do all this stuff. So this whole setup has been hosed for a while now. But it's back in business. It's just a billion degrees out here, so. I found a sword also. See, and then the camera is supposed to... It's not sharp. I mean, if you clock somebody with it, it would be a fucking bummer. But... I don't know what I'm gonna do with that sword. I'll probably throw it out. I don't recycle it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that. Well, yeah, no, there's a whole path. Exactly. That's the thing. Is like there's it's hard to see, but there is way more room in here now than there was. You know, I've got rid of a pretty substantial amount of stuff. You know, lately I'm wondering if I should get rid of like 90% of my SNES games. Just pull like 5 games that are meaningful to me, or, you know, like whatever carts I really, really, really want to keep. But like most of it's just stuff I don't need. And I have other ways to play that stuff where I just don't need, you know, they're not rare. They're not, you know, I don't have like an emotional attachment to them or anything. Other than like maybe like my Super Mario World cart or something that has a clear save on it. Hopefully it still works. You know, I just don't need that stuff. And you know, if I'm going to move, if we're going to move out of this house and all that other stuff, it's like a good time to like really look at this shit and think about like, what do I want to do with it? You know? So I don't know, but like also like I don't want to go through the process of like singling all the cartridges out and putting them on eBay and shipping them. And like, I'm not that person. Like I'm not going to be dedicated to running a freaking eBay business or whatever. And you know, because these carts are going to be worth like what? Maybe $10 if you're lucky. Like none of these are going to be worth anything. So it's like I'm almost tempted to just like bulk and kind of just get rid of some of that stuff. And, you know, like, but within reason, like I'd probably keep all my Saturn games, you know, I'd probably like it's stuff. Okay. So like stuff that's like super easily emulatable, right? Stuff where it's like, there's just a quality flash cart for this system. And these are all solved problems. And the physical artifact has no real value unless you want to be able to pick it up and look at it and go, yeah, Firepower 2000, that's a shooter. So it's just kind of, you know, what's the value of that to me to have it here when I've got a mister, you know, like at the end of the day. So I'd probably hang on to my Saturn games, hang on to my Xbox games, hang on to my PS2. Well, I could probably get rid of some PS2 games. Do I need all those sealed copies of Madden from every year? Or, you know, like, no. You know, I could probably get rid of some of that stuff. But, yeah, SNES games, maybe N64 games. Maybe I don't need to own those. Maybe I just don't need them. But you'd still play a Firepower 2000? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm not saying anything good or bad about the software. I'm saying that, like, I've got a hard drive full of all that stuff. And it's everywhere. You could, you know... You could put it on an SD card and put it into a real SNES if you wanted to play it on real hardware. You know, like keep the hardware and do all that sort of stuff. And get an EverDrive 64 and get rid of all these carts. Like, you know, there's just, you know, don't really need them. Basically. So I'm kind of thinking about that, but... I don't know. Like that all sounds like a hassle too. It's almost just like, I mean, we're talking about 2 boxes here. Might as well just keep them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't need the physical objects anymore. That stuff is like, we're past it, you know, like that stuff is solved. So, It doesn't. I don't need the physical cartridges. They hold zero value to me. The saves on them, like I don't really have much there that I'm like, oh, and if I did, I would keep those 7 carts or whatever. So, yeah, should probably just go to Crix.com and buy a bunch of stuff and save a ton of space. Right? But yeah, I don't know. People saying like, oh, you'll regret it. Like, no, I don't like SNES carts and N64 carts specifically. I really don't. Like, I'll probably keep all my Genesis games, keep all my Sega CD stuff, keep all my Saturn stuff, keep all my 3DO stuff. But like, specifically extremely common ass SNES games and like N64 games that I don't know all about, like, in a world where those flash carts exist and work very, very well, like, you know, what am I hanging on to those for? It doesn't, I am not that guy. I'm not the like, oh, it's the real thing. Like, I'm just not that guy. I never have been. So I don't know. That's my thinking, but, I don't know. I have a bunch of Atari 2600 games that I probably keep. I got a box of, I think that's Atari 5200 stuff up there. That's Sega Master System. I would definitely keep that. I've got 3 boxes of Skylanders and Disney Infinity stuff up there that's all sealed. Most of it's sealed. I wonder if that's worth anything anymore. Probably not, right? It's probably all completely useless. That's a box of Intellivision games. I should just take all those and just throw them in a dumpster or something, really. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. There's still a lot of stuff in here, but it's a manageable, it's going to be a manageable amount of stuff. And some of it will just, like, you know, when we get a little closer to moving and that sort of stuff, you know, we'll pack a bunch of things, obviously, but at some point we'll just get a dumpster and put it in the driveway and really start flinging some stuff away. Because there's a bunch of, like, board games that are a ton of pieces and just, like, weird. There's a bunch of stuff in here that is straight up just should go, and stuff in the house for sure that should just straight up go. So, you know, we'll get there too. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go. Have we dropped any frames? We're dropping a ton of frames. We've dropped 7.4% of frames. This is unacceptable. What a nightmare. Oh. Have a good night, everybody. Oh my God, it is so hot in here since I closed that door. I'm dying. I'll see you. All right, what do I do here?